Australian Catholic University is the largest provider of initial teacher education programs in the country. With us, students are given the tools, knowledge and hands-on experience to help them support the growth and development of young minds. Not only do we help our students become excellent teachers, but also confident, engaged global citizens who act with impact and empathy. Our partnership with Teach for Australia is a very valued pathway for our master's students. The Teach for Australia Leadership Development Program sees students working in a school part-time while studying for their masters at ACU over a 2-year period. Students in this program can be placed in remote parts of Northern Territory or Western Australia, or schools in metropolitan areas. Our course delivery is pragmatic and our students graduate job ready to lead in the classroom, bringing contemporary frameworks and tested best practice to their schools. Our Master of Teaching programs are delivered on campus, online, or a combination of both. As part of their studies, our students undertake a number of professional practice placements, which are priceless opportunities to put their theory into practice in the classroom, learning to become skilled, engaged educators.
My name is Colin Burke. So I work at Elevation Secondary College and I've been working here for 2.5 years as the foundation principal. We keep coming back because we keep on getting really good teachers. We're a small school that's just started and we're hiring between 15 and 20 teachers a year. So we know that by going to Teach for Australia and ACU, that we get really high quality graduates into our school. We see a lot of really positive attributes with ACU and Teach for Australia students. So one of those is a really strong base level of professionalism when they come in. A second aspect that we see, it's a really positive attribute, is a real willingness to make a difference, not just to their classes and their school, but to the broader educational system. And the third main attribute we see is leadership, and that's leadership within their classroom, within the school, and also, once again, within the broader system. And just to give you an example of that, a large percentage of our leadership team here at the school are alumni of ACU and Teach for Australia.
My name is Matt Williamson. I joined the program in 2018 and I did my placement at Melton Secondary College. Before I entered the program, I spent many years in the market and social research industry in operational roles and also in executive roles, coordinating large teams of people around the country. I chose the TFA program because I have 4 children. And so the concept of taking years off to study and working part-time wasn't feasible. I'd also heard really good things about the program and I just thought, well, this is a realistic pathway that I can take to become a teacher.
I specifically chose the pathway because I wanted to get into teaching straight away, but I wasn't in a position to take on study full-time at the time, and so the pathway allowed me to study and work at the same time. And I had also heard about the program's emphasis on valuing areas where students don't necessarily have access to quality education.
The ACU teaching staff gave me a really broad range of knowledge and skills. They were really open about what teaching was like in the wild, in real life, and it had enough academic rigour, but it also had real life and grounded approaches that you could take, which is a really good mix. They were approachable and flexible and understood the pressures of the program.
ACU staff provided a lot of support, both from the teaching point of view in terms of providing feedback in a very flexible way. There were also lecturers towards the end who offered one-on-one Zoom sessions, particularly with the COVID situation, and helped us as we scrambled through our thesis towards the end.
The largest takeaway item from the program for me was just how great the need is for fantastic teachers and connected teachers in the classroom. So people who are really genuinely wanting to do something constructive for their communities and for other communities. And it was a real, more than an eye-opener, it was a life-changing experience.
The largest takeaway item from the program is recognising that teaching is really demanding, and making sure that we are recognising the small wins that we encounter essentially on a daily basis through all those interactions with children and all the quirky personalities and the jokes that they tell, and embracing those wins.
The partnership between ACU and Teach for Australia works because we share a common mission. Regardless of their background or postcode, every child deserves access to quality teaching and learning. And because of the changing approach to tertiary education as a whole, we know it's more important than ever that we meet our students' needs and offer them different pathways and greater flexibility for their studies and future career paths.